Sure. Greg Russell, NBC Detroit.
Thank you, Garda.
How you doing, Greg?
Great. Good to see you all.
Likewise.
and first and foremost, I have to start on saying I really, really enjoyed this movie and the interpretation of this film to the story. And as I say, Deb, just even starting with you, who is David Copperfield in the movie, we got to see this guy experience so many great highs, as far as living and doing different things, but also on the other hand, so many great lows, especially when he was a kid.
Yeah, absolutely. He really goes on he has a roller coaster of a life, that's for sure. But it really is a testament to the incredible individuals that kind of keep him afloat in his life. It was a real joy to play, for sure.
I can imagine. I was going to say, because you get to see there are a lot of funny parts, but then, of course, a lot of serious parts as well.
Completely, yeah.
And then even like for your character, I loved Mr. Dick because he was just so funny. I mean, he's like the guy who's like, hey, I'm here. I'm enjoying. Let me make my kites with the pictures of the king. That's all I want. Don't really pull me into this stuff, but he winds up getting pulled into certain things.
Right. He doesn't ask a lot of the world. Although, of course, at the same time, he's extremely lucky to have what he has. If it hadn't been for Betsy Trotwood reaching out a protective hand and lifting him up, who knows where a character like Mr. Dick would have wound up. 1840, that was, the world was a crueler place in many ways. And his fate would probably not have been a particularly happy one, but he's very lucky that she's reached out and protected him.
Mm-hmm. And it looks, and they also had a lot of fun. I even told my wife, I said, I want to watch the movie with her. I said, we can do this great drinking game. Every time the two of you say the word donkey, got to take a shot.
Right. So you're hammered now. You're
there
absolutely hammered. Yeah.
There you go.
Who fell over first? You or your wife?
She'd be going first because then I just, oh no, we didn't do it yet. But after seeing the movie, I said, we're going to have to do that.
All right. Okay.
Next day. And then Armando, here you are. You're the director and also a screenwriter as well. The one thing I really wanted to ask you, because I thought this was the most beautiful, is when you watch this movie, you've got characters of all different colors, ethnicities, backgrounds, all different things. And you've got them as husbands, wives, mothers, daughters, fathers, sons. And the best part is when you see it, you're not paying attention to that. It's kind of like, this is the person's fault.
Dude, it's funny. It's something that comes up from journalists in advance of seeing the film and then goes away as a question once they've seen the film, because the film is someone telling their story, and their story is all about community, friendship, people from different backgrounds and parts of society coming to help him, and that sense of a network. It's the book is full of like the variety of life, and I wanted this to connect with a modern audience, really, even though it's set in 1840. A lot of the themes are so contemporary about who am I? Do I fit in? What do people make of me? Do I belong or am I separate? All these things, even something like David's, what we would now call dyslexia, the fact that when he looks on the page, if people are watching him, the words start to move around. So many people are unfortunately identified by one or two aspects of their life. And this is about kind of exploring everyone as the whole. And it's something that's been, that kind of casting has been in theatre for the last 20 or 30 years. The film is still very literal for some, or very linear and literal for some reason. And the story is about more than that, really. So it just felt like that was how we should make the film.
Oh, absolutely. That was beautiful. I was also going to say, Deb, as far as your guy, yeah, he had a lot of other things going on, but he also had problems with women.
Deb, over to you.
I was going to say.
Left that open for me to walk right into.
It's kind of like you couldn't buy a date.
Or
a break on a date, I should say.
Yeah, that's oddly accurate of me as well. So, yeah, a little too.
No, I doubt that, but no. Again, gentlemen, enjoyed it.
It's persistence. He's a very persistent chap. I don't know. Someone shut me up.
That's what we all do. Aren't you going to call me? Even though they didn't have phones back then, but that's okay. There you go. But gentlemen, thank you all so very, very much for your time. Again, really enjoyed it. And seriously, I look forward to watching it again, and I'll let you know what happens.
All right.
Excellent.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.